Hey everybody, I just wanted to tell y'all about what an upper GI is. I had to have an upper GI today, and I thought I'd explain a little bit about it in case you've never had one. And I want to tell you something I saw in the hospital that I thought was really neat. If you know someone who is going through domestic violence or anything where they might want to talk to a professional without someone in the room, say a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, or the wife or whatever, if they have to give a sample, like a urine sample, if they write in red their name on the sample container, at least in my local hospital, then that tells the staff they need help. So there's that tip. I saw that sign in the restroom of all places. But if you're having an upper GI, first, don't panic. You can do it. You can get through it. Second of all, after midnight, no food, no drink. You're not going to dehydrate to death. You can do that too. When you get at the hospital, they will pretty quick you go in for, this is an outpatient procedure, and they're going to pretty quick get your wristband on you, and they'll give a card to or some kind of signal. Ours uses a card since COVID. They don't use the beepers anymore, but a card to your whoever's driving you. You cannot use a rideshare service. You cannot go back to work the same day, and you need someone with you 4 hours at least after the procedure. So book all day off for this. And you and your driver, they'll give the driver a card so they can tell where you're at in the process, because they have a screen in the waiting room that lets them know. And the next thing they're going to do is hook you up and get your vitals. Then they're going to ask you a ton of questions. So if you're allergic to medicine, if you're taking medicine, you need to have those lists with you or on your, if your medical has a app. Mine's My Mercy. It's a My Mercy app because this is Mercy Medical. So everything was on My Mercy app, but I had a written copy in my purse, and I had the My Mercy up on my phone in case it was needed. If you're wearing glasses, you can wear your glasses up until they're getting ready to take you to the OR. They'll start an IV, and don't jump back or anything. It'll be over lickety-split. But if you have small veins, or if you've been told that your veins tend to roll, be sure to let them know that. Or if you have a muscle disorder like I do, and you have trouble holding your arm, that for the IV, tell them that. Because then they can help you get your arm into position for the IV. Or if you're afraid of needles, tell them that, and they'll help you through it. Then you're going to wait a little bit. Then the anesthesiologist will come in and introduce him or herself. They will have you sign a consent to treat form and make sure you know your HIPAA rights, your patient bill of rights. They will give you your dismissal instructions before you go to have the upper GI, because a lot of people are really groggy and might not understand them once they're trying to come out from under anesthesia. If you have trouble with anesthesia, tell your anesthesiologist beforehand. I have trouble with nausea, so they gave me something to prevent the nausea, and then they gave me the anesthetic. So let them know any of that. Now, if you have trouble rolling over onto your side, they can help you. They're going to wheel you into the OR. Then they're going to they're going to get your vitals again. So once they get your vitals, they will have you roll over. Mine was on my left side. They want to be on my left. And this next part might freak you out, so don't panic on me, all right? They're going to have a little plastic piece that's a circle about so big. And it's going to go in your mouth, and there's going to be a strap that will connect it around the back of your head and over onto this side. That is to hold your mouth open so the scope can go down while you're asleep. And you will not have time to panic, because when they put that in, The anesthesiologist is on the other side of your bed already putting in the anesthetic. You're going to be out like that and you'll wake up real fast. Or I did. I do not have trouble waking up from anesthesia as long as the nausea is controlled. My hospital, they give you something to drink, your choice. I chose a Pepsi. And they give you a cookie because you need to have a little bit of something to eat. I guess that'll help you wake up. It always does me. If I got caffeine, I'm good. They'll make sure you're not sick feeling or having any adverse reactions. You can take your time waking up. You're not on the clock here. If you need to take a little longer to wake up than others, that's great. I've kind of come back out of there really quick. Even the doctors were surprised, but that's me. That's not you. Don't worry about it. The nurse will either wheel you to the door and have someone come bring the vehicle around, most likely, and then help you into the vehicle. Those are laws, so they will do that. Or if you want to walk to your vehicle, the nurse is liable to walk with you to your vehicle. And this is just because they want to make sure you don't stumble or fall, or you're not half drunk wandering around the parking lot because of the anesthesia, you know. Hi, is this my car? No, we don't want that. So they'll help you get to your car. If you need help in your car, dealing with wheelchair, oxygen, any of that, they will gladly help you. Most of the time you don't even have to ask, but if you want to, go ahead and ask. And that's all of it. You go home, you can sleep the rest of the day away if you still feel groggy, and get yourself some more rest. I had the results of my upper GI pretty quick. They were checking my esophagus and my stomach and my intestines and stuff where I had surgery for weight loss, because we're trying to figure out, I've been having a lot of trouble swallowing and pain in my throat. So they're trying to figure out, knock down what could be wrong before we find out what is. So nothing was wrong with that part of me, so they think it is my throat proper, so they're going to have to do a different test. But that is an upper GI, and like I said, if you need to signal the doctors or something, or someone who does, it might be, I put a red pen in my purse, and next time I go to the hospital, I'm going to leave a red pen in the bathroom near that sign, or tape with a string around it, tape it to the sign or something, so that it's available for them. But that there is a way to call for help if they need it. If you have a service animal, the service animal can go back to you within the room for the prep with you. But once you are getting wheeled to the OR, that's when your secondary handler or family member is going to have to take the dog to the waiting room, because service animals can't get in the operating room, and it might stress your service animal out more. Give them like something of theirs that smells like you if you think they're going to have problems. The procedure only lasted 15 minutes for me, and the doctor said that's pretty normal, 15 minutes. So it shouldn't take long, but you do not want to go back to work because of the anesthesia, to be safe. Just take the day off and have someone drive you. I hope this helps someone understand what an upper GI is going to be like, and it's nothing to fear. You'll be fine. Take a deep breath. But you will get, unless they need a biopsy, which they can do while they're in there with the scope. It's a little plastic tube with a camera on the end and little grabbies. They can get, if you want to see the scope before you go through the procedure, I'm sure they'll help you with that too. Biopsy could take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks if they have to do a biopsy. I know when they biopsied me to check for gluten allergy, it took about 4 weeks. So that might be your timetable, give or take. I hope this helped you guys. Bye.